treat. See me look at when I look at him, see his ears go back a little bit because he knows, right? It's like a child. Like, don't think about it. Just relax. And I got the remote collar just in my hand here, so if I have to tap him, I can multitask here. And because again, he's going to see this person peripherally kind of make an appearance for a moment. That look, right? It's like a child in the toy aisle. It's like, don't even turn over here.
You had a large hot coffee and 25 munchkins?
Yes.
All right. The total would be $10.70.
I'm not sure how much is on those cards, but whatever's. Yeah. All right. Might need my other card here.
Sorry? Yes.
See? Should cover it all, I think.
All right. That brought the total to $4.02.
Okay. Just didn't have enough. Finish those cards off.
Here are the munchkins and the coffee.
All right, great. Thank you.
Would you like the receipt?
No, that's fine.
All right. Have a great day, sir.
You too, thank you.
What size? And what was it?
Okay. Now, if Max, if you behave yourself till we get back home, I might give you a munchkin. I'll break my own rules here because you're doing excellent. Didn't try to go after the donut guy. I might give you a munchkin, but we're not home yet. But you're doing good, so we'll see. All right, now we gotta speed up a little quick here because we got a car coming behind me, and we're gonna do the big loop. So we're gonna take the long way around. Let me talk a little bit. So notice there again, okay, it's like multitasking. You know, Max popped up a couple times, right? See how I dealt with that? You'll want him into a down. Okay, I don't want him popping up. I want him relaxed in the back seat. So remote collar, I'm able to give him a little nudge right at the right moment, and then my voice on top of that. So again, this is where a remote collar makes more sense. But in certain situations, it's helpful, okay? Because I don't have the ability to directly communicate with him with, you know, him being right beside me or certain interactions that way. So like this type of situation here is good. But again, just like anything, this tool will go away after a while. I won't need it. This is just again, just like right now, the muzzle's on him, that'll go away. He didn't try to go after the donut guy, okay? I mean, because again, see, I just give him a look. It's like, don't think, don't do it. And so he's just hanging out. So this becomes a very good experience very quickly, like being able to, you know, go certain places and everything. But notice going up in the vehicle first entry, he typically would just jump by. He smelt the other dog. He smelt Sadie. And so he's like, you know, what's going on here? You know, Dale's got another dog on the go. I mean, so he's like, you know, but again, see how I dealt with that? Interrupting that, asserting influence. So the community, you know, the messaging is no. I don't care if I got 10 dogs, you know, I own all, right? And it's about me and Max, right? It's about our relationship that way. So they're like reshuffling the deck. So those moments are all key, right? Because if you let that go, right, it's going to cause issues. So you have to be dialed in. You got to be assertive and on top of it. So this turns into starts to extend his paws out there a little bit. He's like stretching out a bit more. So it just starts to relax. Then you can always tell too when you look at the dog too. If you notice their paws and how they're like, you know, bearing down and they got stress going on, you can tell. You go back watch some of my videos of Sadie, you'll see that Sadie in the back seat. But over time, you see Sadie become more and more relaxed. Okay, but again, it's just all about messaging, how you interact. Max is doing great. Just gonna take the long way around here. Doing good. Because, like I said, over time, you know, you may decide that him, you know, your dog popping up in the back seat a little bit, not a big issue. It's about how they're connecting. It's about their intensity. So him being down in the back seat, that's a reasonable expectation on him, and it takes stress off of him anyway, right? So it's all about relationships, about connection. Just think about the parent-child relationship. A good example was Sadie was really not wanting to get in the back, but you can tell she was very willing. She wanted to get in the front seat because think about control, right? Being able to be right beside her owner that way, right? But think it was like a kid that doesn't want to get in the back seat with their sister, right? Right? Trying to control, right? Saying no, go in the back. It's better, okay? It's better for the dog because again, in the end, it's gonna take more stress off of the dog. So all to say, Max is doing great. We're just hanging out. We're just another couple minutes away from the house, and this is how you do it. This is how you want to do it. When it comes to advocating, start off small steps. Like I said, this is the first time doing it, just in the driveway, but you wanted this type of framework. Okay, just very assertive. You know, messaging clear. Influence active, all those themes, but then this carries over, and this is how you know when you get into something like this, you know it's going to line up probably really good, because if you lay the foundation like I did at the beginning, you get to this point, well, you know it's probably just going to line up just fine because you're doing the same thing all the time. See, that's so important. You can't walk, you know, in between two parenting styles. You got to fully commit. That'd be my kind of a big takeaway from this is you got to be all in, because your dog's all in, you know, nature's all in, so it's all in. There's no wiffle waffling. If you're wiffle waffling, if you're doubting, you got emotion going on, you're gonna have problems. Because understand that when you deal with a dog that's already got control, you got to convince them. You see, that's key. It's like, you don't have to convince me. Dogs are amazing. They're like the greatest lie detector on the planet. They know the real deal, whether or not you're changing or not, what the deal is. So you got to be all in, because now you got to reverse it, and so that could be a tall order. I understand it can be very challenging for people, but that's just how it is. You know, you gotta but again, it's a journey. So saying that, using the crate, you know, advocate, go back and watch all my videos. You see how I'm doing it. Keep that structure held together. That's important for a period of time. For some dogs, it's gonna be longer. It can be weeks and weeks, but it doesn't matter because the dog is feeling better relationship. In some cases, maybe saving a dog's life.